welcome to my final Halloweek special video, and this video is definitely a special one because it is a collab. I'm Izu if you are new here, and today we are collaborating with another amazing Sims creator and someone who I would consider a friend of mine, PrismaticSimmer. This video has been in the works for quite a while actually, and I thought what a better time to publish it finally than on Halloween, because even though we are making fairies and that initially doesn't mean Halloween, you can be a fairy on Halloween. And since the release of Enchanted by Nature has long gone already and there's not any other reason for making fairies, I took the chance with Halloween and here we are. So we are creating the season fairies. So that means, of course, 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer and autumn Sims. And I am starting with my winter sim. You probably already know by the title and the thumbnail, but I am making summer and winter fairies, and Hannah will be making autumn and spring fairies. And I am so excited to see what she came up with. I love everything to do with seasons. It's so much fun to always create seasonal things. Anything season themed, for some reason, I just love it. And I also love creating themed occult Sims. So this is like my favorite thing to do. And whenever I think of winter, I think of snow, I think of gray and white skies, I think of cold, and I'm thinking of frozen fingers and super puffy jackets and bare trees, and really the colors that come in mind are blacks, whites, grays, anything between that black and white kind of spectrum. And so I decided to go with that with my sim. I thought I'd make her super pale, kind of very like icy looking. In my head, she doesn't get cold because she's the winter fairy, so she's used to the cold weather. So I'm thinking like her skin is a little bit cracked and dry and a little bit kind of, I don't know, frozen. And she's also very kind of serious and, I don't know, ethereal in a kind of chilling, pun unintended way. And I really love the end result a lot. First I thought I'd go with like full white fairy, but I think I like this more. This kind of like dark, almost black, going into gray, going into white. I don't know, there's something really nice about her, and I actually really think of winter when I look at her. I also gave her little horns because that, I don't know, in my head that made sense, because whenever I'm thinking of nature in the winter, I'm thinking like reindeer or any other deer-like animals. And I don't know, really suits her kind of vibe. I also found this incredible gown, like a winter gown, that is absolutely perfection. Not only completely what I wanted, like I literally dreamt this, not in a dream, but like thinking of what she should wear. This is exactly what I was thinking. But also, it has a bare back. Like, how perfect is that? Because obviously she has wings, so this little gown that she's wearing is actually practical. So I really loved that. And also at the end of creating her, whenever I got to the end of her face, like I made her and all that, gave her makeup and all that, I looked at her and realized that I accidentally, subconsciously made one of my old friends in The Sims. I don't want to add a picture of her on the screen because I want to respect her privacy, but an old friend of mine back from high school looks exactly like my sim. Like, not exactly, she looks like a human being, not a decaying winter fairy, but you know what I mean. Like, if I showed you a picture, you would see it, and I just love that. I don't know what happened, but sometimes subconsciously I make people that I've seen in real life or know in real life in The Sims when I'm creating, and that kind of supports the theory of you can't think of a face unless you've seen them. Like, you can mix and match features, but you can't think of a new face. Like, that's a hypothesis or theory that scientists have. I don't know if that's true, but for me, it is. At least for me, it is. Then the second fairy I created, obviously it is Summer. And my original plan for her was doing something kind of like Merida looking, like red fiery hair, green or brown eyes, and this kind of like that forest wild child look of her. But then when I started doing that, I realized that that's gonna look like autumn. Like when you look at her, you're gonna think of autumn. And then I decided to switch to blonde hair. So Summer, I'm thinking of flowers, of lots of greenery everywhere, plants, fields full of different grains, more like later summer, not early summer, I think. And I kept in my head thinking of sunflowers, although they are a late summer / early autumn flower. But still, like super colorful, super joyous, super tanned, something like that. So I kept her hair very light, kind of this stereotypical Scandinavian blonde girl running around in the fields kind of look. And then I also gave her a light tanned skin. I thought that went well with her kind of coloring. And then I just had a lot of fun with her makeup and accessories and her clothes. I gave her several outfits because I had so much fun with the outfits that we got from the game, or the DLC rather. Some of the DLC clothing are a bit funky, like they're a bit fantasy-esque more than realistic, and I'm fine with that. I actually like that there are different kind of aesthetics, and I actually really love the kind of borrower aesthetics in the DLC, like the borrower book or Ghibli film, because there are some clothes with like giant buttons and rope laces and stuff like that. It's just really cute. For the fairy look, I didn't go with that, but I did use some of these like flower petal or leaf kind of looking clothing. And this reminds me actually of a story when we were kids. I must have been like 9 years old or something like that, maybe. We had these, I think they were Barbies or some kind of dolls, and me and my friend would go around our neighborhood and pick random people's flowers, like tulips or any kind of flower that would suffice for our doll clothes, and then just tape the little flower petals and leaves onto our dolls and think of them as like little fairies with flower clothes. That is so naughty. You should really not do that, especially when you take flowers from somebody else's garden. Really, you should not do that. But we had so much fun, and I will eternally remember that. So at least there's that. And this outfit literally resembles that to a T. So here are my little fairies, my winter fairy and then my summer fairy. I hope you enjoyed my part of this collab, and on PrismaticSimmer's channel there will be the 2 other fairies, spring and autumn, just like I said. She did let me know that the video might be a little bit late, so if you are watching this right after I upload this, just know that the video is coming. I will link it in the description, and it will be linked on the cards of this video whenever it is live. Thank you, Hannah, for doing this lovely collab with me. I had so much fun, and thank you for watching it. If you did enjoy this, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of me in the future, you can go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I post a new video, especially whenever I do these kind of special series that are outside of my usual posting schedule. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night and week or weekend, and also happy Halloween. I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow, which is 31st of October. If you want to come and hang out with me on Halloween, you can do that. Otherwise, I will see you with a regular upload next week. Bye!